7:49 a.m. on July 14, 2015, the New Horizons probe got the best look at Pluto and its moons to date.
Seeing a new world for the first time, I mean, that's huge.
And Pluto did not disappoint.
Pluto is a really weird and phenomenal and fun place. We've seen evidence of basically ice volcanoes on Pluto, things that have never been seen elsewhere in the solar system. Mountains of solid water ice that are floating on nitrogen seas, enormous basins and activity and mountain building, things that we did not expect to see in this tiny, tiny world in the outskirts of the solar system.
It's amazing to look at this world and realize that I've been staring at it for years through a telescope, and all that detail was there, but below the resolution level that we could see.
New Horizons' journey to Pluto began when it launched back in 2006. Over the next 9.5 years, the piano-sized probe flew 5 billion kilometers across our solar system. This year, it finally reached its icy destination.
We have a healthy spacecraft. We've recorded data of the Pluto system, and we're outbound for Pluto.
Beyond Pluto, its moons twirl and tumble like whirling dervishes, with orbits unlike any seen in our solar system.
With Hydra in particular spinning like a top, rotating 89 times every time it traverses a one-way time around the planet, that's completely unprecedented, and we really don't understand that.
Scientists definitely expected Pluto to be weird, just not this weird.
I think it's just much richer and more interesting than we thought we would actually see in the beginning.
No matter what you predict about Pluto's next, it always seems that it's something even more bizarre than you had in mind.
This year, Pluto seemed to capture everyone's imagination, whether they were in the control room during July's flyby or following on social media at home.
Its reclassification gave it kind of an underdog status, and people were rooting for it.
Everybody knows what it was like to be kicked off the softball team when they were 8 years old. Pluto being demoted and also being kind of weird and strange and far away, all of that just meant there was a lot of anticipation. You asked people what's their favorite planet, even before we had this thing called dwarf planets, and most people said Pluto.
And Pluto's spotlight isn't dimming. NASA has only seen a fraction of the data from New Horizons.
We've only seen 20% of the data, so 80% to go. Who knows what's going to show up in that 80%? We actually have not seen most of the highest resolution data that we're going to get.
Pluto's sharpest portrait is still to come.